was not with them when Jesus came. So the other disciples said to him, "We have seen the Lord." But Thomas said to them, "Unless I see the mark of the nails in his hands, and put my finger into the nail marks, and put my hand into his side, I will not believe." Now, a week later, his disciples were again inside, and Thomas was with them. Jesus came, although the doors were locked, and stood in their midst and said, "Peace be with you." Then he said to Thomas, "Put your finger here, and see my hands, and bring your hand and put it in my side, and do not be unbelieving, but believe." Thomas answered and said to him, "My Lord and my God." Jesus said to him, "You have come to believe because you have seen me? Blessed are those who have not seen and have believed." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Primitive peoples had faith in multiple deities associated with nature elements such as the sun, moon, earth, and water. Men cannot live without a relationship with the divine. In our case, as Christians or Catholics, we cannot live without God, the one true God. And we cannot live without being grateful to God and recognizing that everything He does in our lives, we need to be grateful to Him. And this is an antidote for pride, for envy, and for many other sins. We all see God deep down, although many try to replace Him with other things. They only offer momentary happiness. Today we celebrate the solemnity of St. Thomas, one of the 12 apostles of Christ. Thomas was not present when Jesus first appeared to the apostles. In a second encounter, Thomas said, "Unless I see the nail marks in his hands, and put my finger where the nails were, and put my hand into his side, I will not believe." We too often ask, where is God? In the face of doubts, trials, and adversities. These doubts is common in our lives. Dear brothers and sisters, in the face of doubts and pain, let us remember that Christ has risen. As the Apostle Paul says, if Christ has not been risen, our preaching is useless, and so is your faith. Just as Jesus said to Thomas, "Put your finger here, see my hands." When we have doubts, let us remember the words of Jesus and not be unbelieving, but believe. There, in the moments of doubts, "Lord, I don't understand this situation. I don't see your presence. I don't see what you're doing, or where are you in this problem, in this situation. But help me grow my faith and have me put all my trust in you. Lord, I don't understand, but please, I ask you, help me." Later, Thomas publicly confessed, "My Lord and my God." This confession acknowledges that Christ is the true God. Thomas, in his encounter with Christ, saw all his doubts disappear. This phrase is so important at the theological level because it manifests that Christ is God. And we see this confession from Thomas. Christ is the true God. We too, in times of doubts, shall fall to our knees before Christ and ask for forgiveness. Let us confess, "My Lord and my God, forgive me, help me, strengthen me, and sustain me in difficult and testing times." We must be witness to the resurrection and the love of Christ and be deeply grateful. Lord, thank you.